Hey, how's it going? Sheldon Matty here, FitCodeResults.com. And today I want to talk to you guys about this obsession to do more in order to get better results. And what I'm talking about specifically is this sort of workout sort of thing where people come in and one of the biggest questions that I get is how many hours of working out do I need to do in order to get the results that I want? Obviously, most people that come to see me want to lose weight, want to burn fat, and obviously they want to look better naked. Who doesn't want to look better naked, right? So they're like, oh, well, how many hours should I do a week? Should I work out 1 to 2 hours a day, 6 days a week? Should I work out twice a day? And the answer that I give them is probably not the answer that they expect, right? Because, obviously we have different packages here, and you can come in and work out anywhere from 2 all the way up to 5-6 days a week, right? But I always tell them it depends on the individual, right? It depends on you, your current lifestyle, and what you have going on. So for some people, if you have time on your hands, 5 to 6 days a week may be the answer. For some people, maybe 2 to 3 days a week. But I tell them what's most important, and the area that you want to spend your time in is going to be on the nutrition side, right? Because if you don't have the nutrition piece down, then guess what? The workout piece will be, I wouldn't say all for nothing, but from a fat loss perspective, it'd be much or very, very difficult to get those results that we want. I remember when I used to work at a big box gym, right? And there was this coach where he would have people come in and get on a treadmill or a bike for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, high intense stuff, several days a week. And even in my younger training days, which I still don't know a lot, but I really didn't know anything back then, I was like, this is crazy. And I kind of inherently knew something was wrong with that, right? So some of the things that weren't taken into account by the trainer are like, hey, what else does this person have going on in their life, right? If a person comes in and they have kids, family, work, all these commitments, they're stressed out, we throw in another stressor of having to work out several hours a week, all right? Something's going to fall off the plate, whether it's the nutrition piece or that stress is going to cause some damage to their body, right? All the working out is going to cause some hormonal issues. And then we're just kind of setting them up for a long-term failure, right? So we may get a short-term result potentially, but long-term we're setting them up for failure and potentially cause things like adrenal fatigue and other hormonal issues that we want to stay away from. So to figure out like how many hours a week you should work out, what I kind of tell people is, okay, number one, start with strength training. Kind of build it as your foundation. 2 to 3 hours a week is typically what you want to do, right? But before that, we want to make sure we have time to fit our nutrition piece in. So we have time to plan and prep our meals. Because that's where most people kind of fall off, right? They don't plan and prep their meals. They go out and have fast food, blah, 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 whatever's convenient. So take that time, plan and prep your meals. Then add in the strength training. Then add in some sort of interval-based training if you're at that fitness level to be able to do high-intensity interval-based training, indoor walking. If you're someone that's very stressed, then maybe the interval training might not be best for you. Maybe you may need to do some walking, all right? Spend some time meditating. Everyone should be meditating, but spend a little extra time meditating. And then after that, moderate intensity cardio for short durations, 20-30 minutes will definitely be good if you have more time in your week and more time to exercise, right? So that's kind of the hierarchy of how we'll build things for most people. Maybe potentially throw in some other forms of strength training, like some metabolic training, which will fit in sort of under the umbrella in between the high intensity and the regular strength training, right? As long as A, we're not stressing ourselves out too much, trying to get all the stuff done, and B, we're able to take care of a nutrition piece as we need to, right? So hopefully that makes sense. It's not as much how many hours a week you're exercising, but how is our lifestyle affecting our ability to work out, how many hours we're able to work out, and is that trying to figure out how many hours we're trying to work out, is that negating other factors in our life from a stress standpoint and from a nutrition standpoint, right? So take some time, figure out how many hours you need to work out based on your current lifestyle. Make sure we do get some workouts in though. Make sure we do get our nutrition piece going, and make sure we're making the best life for ourselves, all right? With that, Sheldon Maxey, Fit Core Results signing off. Remember to bring it. Have a great one.